Hold on, I got you. There it is.
What?
I got it. So anyway, we're gonna keep it simple. So listen, my name is Mr. No Filter. They call me Taj sometimes. Hold on, I got you.
Good night, everybody. Mr. Waistline, aka A1. How's everybody doing tonight?
Woohoo!
Right, homegirl Lil. Y'all have a good night. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Oh, hold
Good
on.
night, everybody. Mr. Waistline, aka A1. How's everybody doing tonight?
What's wrong?
All right, we're good. So what was happening? My YouTube was playing in the background. It was making too much motherfucking noise.
Oh,
Since it's just us, we're gonna just have a quick, simple conversation. And I do want to start with you, sir,
Are we doing
because you're engaged.
Are we doing the topics? Let me type it in first. Let me type
Yeah,
it
we'll
in
just
first.
run with it, do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We got people who might be listening on the other end. But I do want to ask you because you're engaged, you know what I'm saying? And then I kind of like to hear, well, David, I don't know if he's going to speak. But they said that marriage has no benefits for men. Do you agree or disagree? Somebody just choked when I said it. I know who, but I'm going to just say somebody.
I mean, I'm only doing it. I mean, I love her. I want to be with her. So, at the end of the day,
We're on YouTube, which means you can go back and listen to this. When you say I'm only doing it, I'm as your brother. Go ahead.
you already know how I feel about it. So it's, we already had that relationship. Is there a benefit for it? I mean, it's a proven fact that for men, they live a lot longer being in a relationship / marriage. So for health benefits, it definitely contributes to you living longer versus a single man. Now, as far as the benefits with marriage itself, I mean, coming from a prior marriage, the way we are, I mean, we're technically just not legally married. I mean, I treat her as my wife. She treats me as her husband. So it's just really that final commitment to God, especially with our growth when it comes to our worship. So for a spiritual level, it completes us as a man, for me. But as far as any other benefits, I mean, I guess you could say, in the eyes of the Lord that she's mine. So, but I mean, I don't know. That's a tough question, to be honest with you.
So you mentioned being very spiritual about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I did that. But for a person who's not spiritual, when you take away the spiritual, like a person who's doing it, there are people who get married and it has nothing to do with it under the eyes of God and all that. Then what? You know what I mean?
I guess you got to look at the situation and ask yourself why would you want to marry, or so if they aren't with the spiritual connection or spiritual growth, I mean that's more of a personal question that they'd have to ask themselves. What benefit is it to be married? Some people or men get married because of tax purpose discounts, medical discounts, things of that nature. So I guess when it comes to a financial standpoint, insurance purposes, those are things that you get discounts for being married. So those are the benefits. But as far as anything else, I mean, you really got to ask yourself, why are you in this relationship and what is the end result?
Let me ask you, for you, especially because I know you really well, right? And I know this is not going to go far, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What do you feel like you're giving up by getting married, or being engaged? I mean, I know y'all y'all are married in my eyes. Everything else is for people to see.
So, I mean, personally, I don't feel like I'm giving anything up. It's just, I feel like when you, as a man or men or individuals, people don't want to give up their independence or their freedom. So, when you say I do, or, till death do us apart, people can tend to get afraid, to give that freedom up, or I guess you can say quotations, that single life, because even though you're in a relationship, at any point you can walk away from it. Whereas if you're married, you know, if you do it the right way, you just can't walk away from the relationship. At least, you know, people can, but if you really want to make your relationship work, then being in a relationship, marriage that is, versus being single or just dating, you have options.
See, this is where it becomes interesting.
Hmm.
You can't just walk away because what? Because of alimony, because of child support. And let's just be honest, unless you're fucking Mary J. Blige or J Lo, or I think who else, Britney Spears, the man gets hit.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. You know, like I said, you know, coming from a prior marriage, you know, and I never knew it until actually going through it. When they say it's cheaper to keep her, divorces are very expensive. They're very time consuming. It's mentally, physically draining.
I'll just say it's hard on the mind too.
Yeah, it's definitely so. With me and my fiance, and you know how the family is already. You know, 5 years minimum. You know, and not saying that you got to do it for that time frame, but a person changes every so often. And my ex or my ex-wife, my ex marriage or
Your
my
ex-wife, it's cool.
ex-wife, yeah,
Yeah.
we started changing as a couple at our 5-year mark.
You
So
see, so when you start talking about the benefits of marriage, right? So we get married.
Yes,
So if I get married and the shit don't work, then there's child support, there's alimony, but on top of that, I'm giving up. It's episode 16. I'm giving up all the pussy I got in my life. If you're that person, I mean, not me. I'm borderline priest right now. But you know what I'm saying? You're giving that up. You're giving up the freedom. You're giving up like literally. Not everybody's in a relationship where they can just up jump and go to carnival without a motherfucker harassing them. So all of a sudden, you start looking at what you're giving up, and that's why the question. I found this watching another podcast, and it was like, what's the benefit of marriage for a man? When you think about all the things you're giving up, it's like, why get married? When I was getting married, right? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you, brother.
So I definitely can understand. So for me, like, I mean, when I got divorced, I said I would never get married again because I was with the wrong person. So when you're with the right person, you don't feel like you're giving up anything, and your benefit is that you're able to spend the rest of your life with one another under the umbrella of, you know, God, marriage, and higher power. So, go ahead.
Rebut you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When you choose that, you do give things up. I think that the things you give up, like, you're cool with. Like, I don't mind giving this up for this person.
Yeah, it's a balance.
Right, but you do give something. You have to. There's no way you can be exactly who you were single and be in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? So you do give things up.
So yes, you are right. There are certain things that you give up, but those things that you give up are not a. So if you lose your identity or you lose the person or your core foundation, then you're with the wrong person. When you change or when you grow, let me put it in that form. You're those things are only minute because there's a bigger picture of you actually elevating yourself, becoming to the fullest potential of who you can become. So for me, being with my fiance, I mean, the things that she asked me for it wasn't big because, I mean, I told her when we got together, this is who I am.
Pause.
Yeah.
The things that my fiance asked me for, they weren't big. Pause. Just give me a second. All right. Move on.
Okay, so things that she would ask me to not do. I guess that's the better way of doing it. You know, picking up females during carnival time, which it's not like I chose to pick up females and things like that. Yeah. So it wasn't like it was like devastating or things like that. Like, it's not a big deal. Now, if she was to be like, oh, huh?
Keep your shirt on. I think that was one you mentioned before.
I don't listen to that. I sweat. I ain't sweating my shirt out. So that's a lost battle for her. And just make sure that, you know, when I go out on the road, just to call her to make sure I got to a place safe and, you know, let her know when I'm heading back home. So those weren't big deals for me. I mean, I was in a prior marriage where, you know, being around family was an issue. Going to carnival was an issue. I'm not saying carnival is my life, but if you tell me that this is an environment that you don't want me to go to because you just don't want me to go and there's no valid reason. And I mean, this is obviously after we got married, so the foundation wasn't established. So I think when you go into a relationship, if you set those core foundations, if that person is willing to accept you and fine tune yourself, then it's not you're not really losing anything.
This is episode 69, man. We've been through this, we've talked, and one of the things that I found out about everybody that I know who is from the Caribbean is the one thing they don't want to give up is their culture. And I can tell you this, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck whose eyes you're doing it under. I don't give a fuck about your denomination, whatever your beliefs are. One thing I know about everybody from the Caribbean is nobody wants to give up their culture.
Absolutely.
And that's something really big. You know what I'm saying? I've realized that. Like even me, I've been in a relationship since separating, that whole thing.
Yeah.
I dated one person who's like, I get it, go. I
Yeah.
went to Miami for Carnival one year. And you know how Miami Carnival is for us. There's a party in the morning. We're drinking in the afternoon. There's a party at night. We got a DJ in the house. We're awake. When you're awake, you're probably cooking or drinking. If not, you're sleeping. And then if you plug your phone in a common area, somebody got your charger. And my phone was dying and I couldn't do certain things. And this person had a problem. I was like, that becomes an issue. You either come with me. Now, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like I was ignoring the person. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, yo, come with me or, understand what the fuck the culture is.
So was it an issue because you couldn't have that open communication during the time of Carnival, or just because of the fact your phone died?
No, it was a problem because they couldn't talk to me when they felt like.
That's tough, man. For me personally, I travel internationally, and my fiance, and there's plenty of times I don't bring her with me. I might not talk to her for the whole day. I may not talk to her for 2 days, but she knows the environment, and it's
See that shit here?
Yeah.
One of the reasons when I was getting this smartwatch, one of the reasons I got it, and I pay for the LTE, so I don't need my phone.
I remember you telling me.
Because in that situation, I'll still be able to text or use the phone and be like, hey, this was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was literally an issue. It's funny because we had an episode one time where we asked, was something like this
Yeah.
when you're in bed? You know what I'm saying?
So since you asked me the question, what about yourself?
For me, honestly, I think unless you're in there's certain relationships that it works.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of men, when men get into relationships, not all,
Yeah.
I think you're a lucky dude. You know what I mean? Honestly, I know y'all are both my friends. We've talked about this before. Y'all break up, y'all are still my motherfucking friends. But I do think that y'all are good together. I spent time at y'all's house, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But a lot of men marry women to lock them down.
Mm.
Like, I want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, like it's this or it's that. Or I want to make sure that I'm getting the pussy every night. A lot of men go into marriage with the wrong concept.
Yeah.
But on the other side of it, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the benefits of marriage are. So I used to have dreads and I really believed in the life, you know what I'm saying? Dealt with it in heavy. And I didn't believe in the actual, the institution of marriage.
Yeah.
Because just like you said a while ago, like if I'm with you, like I'm already, by the time we're getting married, I'm already treating you like a wife. At this point, it becomes, for me, it wasn't under the eyes of Haile Selassie I the first, right?
Mm.
It was just, there was people who were like, so, make an honest woman and whatever,
I get you.
I think there were different things. I think we had done things different. We might have still worked out.
Mm.
But realistically, no, it was really about other people, because the benefits of marriage, in my opinion, I don't think people should get married up until a certain age.
I agree. You
I
should
don't think you know
wait,
yourself.
wait after till you turn 30. After 30, you know, that's
And I personally think it's longer than that, because I've seen people who have been married, broke up, and were friends for years, and then they got together
mhm.
and they lived the best marriage. It wasn't about sex no more. It's just about that companionship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Lady M probably knows some of the people I'm talking about, but I don't think people should get married up until a certain age.
Okay.
Go through your fucking, learn to take care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? But marriage, nah. I feel like you screw each other out of something good, and what happens is after each relationship, you add more and more baggage, and there's more and more hurt, and the next person has to deal with it. At a certain age, you settle in, and you're like, I know what I want, I know what I don't want, and the communication becomes better. But I don't think there's a benefit for a man particularly.
Mhm.
You know, you
Like
live in a world.
if you look back at your marriage, what benefits besides, you know, saying that this is your wife? Did you feel like you had any benefits or
Nah, when I was married, I loved the fuck out my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like I've gone to war with family members over my
no,
wife.
no. I get you on that part, but did you feel like you benefited from being married? You know, not saying that you didn't love her, but did you feel
I mean, I understand what you're saying now, because I was gonna say, like, next thing I was gonna be like, well, you know, my son.
Mhm.
But no, I don't. I can't. I don't know. I do feel like I did have a potential, like a best friend,
Mhm.
but I don't think marriage made that or broke that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't know that. I honestly, I don't need to be married to love a woman the way we want to love each other.
I agree with you on that.
You know what I'm saying? You know, there, and the fucked up part about it is I think that it's all based on experience. Because I remember when I was getting married, and I think I've talked about this on here before. This guy told me marriage is a 3-ring circus. He said, engagement ring, wedding ring, and suffering.
I remember you telling me that.
And I told him, I said, yo, you need to get away from me. Don't talk to me no more, because your shit sucked. Don't mean mine will. Like, you might be horrible. You might have picked the first woman that decided to fuck with
Say
you.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, your dick probably small. You can't eat pussy. You don't make a lot of money. You have nothing about you. You can't cook. And the woman wanted something. She wanted something substantial. You couldn't. Don't talk to me about this shit no more. You see what I'm saying? So I base the shit on my, you know, we all base it on our own relationships, but I do feel now that I'm older, I'm about to be 47 in 2 weeks.
Still young, but good.
No, yeah, but when I was leaving my marriage, and you remember, I was like, fuck that. Nah, I ain't never getting married again. I don't see the point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I will, but I'm not saying that I won't. I said if I'm in the right situation, I will. I think it's because I got older. But I can tell you that it has to be because there's a benefit. And up till right now, I haven't seen the benefit of marriage. Like giving up, you know, if I want to go to motherfucker, if I want to come to your house this weekend, I can come to your house this weekend. We can play dominoes by Mr. Benitez. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about none of this.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, I don't want to come home, but I got to be home because what? So I can come and listen to you snore, or I can sleep with you while you're taking the blanket.
Yeah.
And if I get up and walk out the room because I can't sleep, then it's what are you doing? There's a lot of things that come with it. Or when I'm single, I don't have to answer the question of what's for dinner tonight. That's a big fucking deal. I can leave the seat up.
So I think, you know, we're getting definitely our perspective. I wish David can chime into this, but I'm not sure if he's able to. But I want to get the women's perspective of what they think the benefit of a man being married, you know.
I'd love it.
So, Mrs. No Filter, let's get some input from you, sweetie.
The benefits. Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah, we can hear you. What benefits as a woman do you see for men being married?
Unlimited pussy. I mean,
Wait, time out.
It's yours.
Time out.
Pause.
That is a fib right there. Definitely fib.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let me finish.
Uh-huh.
Unlimited pussy, meaning that you have your person for the rest of your life because you're married, you know, supposed to be for the rest of your life, that you are, this is my person. I want to try something, I'm trying it with that person. If that person doesn't want to do it, yeah, I get it. But, shit, not everybody's open like, yeah. But, I just feel like you have the confirmation that this is, and I'm saying this in the sense of everything is right. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing perfect. However, you get married I think people get married and you just know you have that person who's going to hold you down, you know, who's going to cheer for you, root for you, like support you or no matter what. Because that's what I believe marriage is also a part of. Like, you just have that solid foundation behind you. So the nitty gritty, yeah, like this is the person I will have sex with for the rest of my life. We are going to do some crazy shit. This is the person I'm going to travel with. You should be my lover, homie, friend. Like, you know, at least if there's anybody in your life, you know what I'm saying, when shit hits the fan, that person should be there for you. I feel like it's a little, I mean, I don't know for men, you know what I'm saying, but, and honestly, shit, I ain't getting married no time goddamn soon, so shit, I'm still learning. I'm young, y'all know me.
So let me ask you, Lou, what is the benefit of marriage for men?
The benefit of marriage for men is you got the girl. You got who you wanted. You can gloat. You can show off. You can do whatever you want to do. Like, I just feel like for men,
So you're
you don't
saying
have to search anymore. You don't have to go, you know, oh, let me try it with this one. Let me try it with this one. Like, you found the one that compliments you. I don't know. I feel like it's really up in the air because we are all individuals, but I feel there should be a common spot for everyone that you found your mate, like your match, your person, who you are to be with.
so you're
Guys, I don't know.
so you're saying that one benefit is saying that your woman is your trophy? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Right.
some men, you know, this is my trophy wife. Like, this is the girl of my dreams. You ever seen those types of men? And there could be those types of men here in the chat tonight. There's those types of men that's like, this is my girl. Yo, this is my girl. Like, they are just so happy that, like, their life is fulfilled. I think a lot of women sometimes, and I'm not speaking for all women, but like on the flip side for women, like I would personally feel fulfilled. Like, yo, if I felt that I found my match, like this is my ride or die, you know?
No, I get you.
So I feel like for men, it's like, it's hard out here. So for everybody, I think it's hard sometimes for some people, you know, or you got to put in some work and some people don't want to do it. But you know what? You reap your benefits. This is your person, yo. Like, what, nigga? You want, like, single dudes want to be bouncing from chick to chick to chick. Like, this chick got me for this chick got me for that. Like, you just tired. Sometimes you just want to sit the fuck down and you just want to live your life. So to be able to live comfortably with someone who you're with, your partner, your mate, your match, you know? I don't know. I ain't a dude. I ain't got a thing.
Yo, you know what's funny is I just Googled what percentage of men marry the woman of their dreams, and it gave nothing.
The one in this house, okay?
Nothing. Miss Sweeney said the one in this house. I want Miss Sweeney, we're coming to see you in a second.
He can't speak for himself right now. We're gonna have to ask him a little bit.
No, you listen. This is a free house.
We'll let y'all be free in a second. I want to ask Lou.
Yeah.
Let me make this clear. I'm speaking not just from my experience, from 95% of the men that I know. When you marry a woman, it is not because that pussy is yours for the rest of your life. As a matter of fact, you get not just a little bit less, a lot less.
Shit sinks.
It is a drastic decline, and all
It's
that
like-
shit that you
It's like
wanted to
it's
try
like a
while
Titanic.
you was dating.
Hello.
It's like a Titanic.
Fuck out of here. You know what? The man that I married, we're gonna recap on this fucking thing because pussy is gonna be just ramen. You know what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
make sure-
I'm
gonna
like,
make sure
you know,
that
you gotta match.
I'm
You
gonna make
gotta
sure
match
that
your person.
when you get married, I'm gonna make sure that when I talk to your husband, I'm like, remember this day.
No, I already know. Episode 69. 69.
I'm
When
like,
she doesn't want a 69 no more, she wants it intimate. Watch
I
this
don't care what
episode.
no woman says when you get married, especially if you married, because you're like, what are you gonna do? Where are you going? That's a whole other topic right there. So we'll leave that alone.
Right.
That
Guys,
unlimited sex stuff, that don't work.
And
All I'm
most
trying to
women,
say,
most women are unhappy with their sex life and marriages anyway.
should have never fucking married the fucking boring man. I don't understand. But it's not all about sex for some people, and that's for them business. And I don't understand because I know that I feel in certain things, there's certain things that are fucking important, and sex is goddamn one of them. Okay?
You know, see, I'm with you. I don't know if it's a Sagittarius, but sex is very important. Sex is not a be all end all, but if we're not fucking right, it's not gonna work.
Everything is it's like they all talk to each other. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it comes into all one central station. I need everything to talk and to be able to blend. So sex doesn't have to be mind blowing every time. I need it to touch a wave. Like sex can be a 10, and then you know what? Communication can be a 7. Absolutely not. It's just things that I'm just thinking in my head, guys. I'm driving and there was traffic, you know? But like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things to people, like there's certain categories, like, okay, this could be this could be that, or whatever. Everyone is different, and I feel like there's no other way around it. Everyone is different.
Look, if my dick don't get hard when we kiss, there's no chance of us being together.
It depends
Not
on
a
it's cold
minute.
outside. Depends if it's cold outside.
Speak for yourself, though. If we kiss,
Exactly.
if we kiss and I am not excited, what are we doing?
I'm
It's
talking
not
about
gonna work.
I'm talking about being in New York in February.
And I'm talking about this ain't the only icicle. The water ain't the only icicle out here.
Oh, shit.
Don't
So,
go nowhere, Mrs. Sweeney.
Yo.
Number one, Mr. Sweeney said next shot, and I'm ready for it.
He's on the move.
On the move.
All right. One. And number two, I'd like to talk about it with y'all. Y'all actually a whole couple.
She
Yeah.
actually made a very good point. She said it depends on why you get married.
Yeah, I mean, just like knowing a lot of different married couples, like I guess we were military couples, so we knew a lot of different people, and like everybody's marriage was set up so differently. People marry for like financial benefits, people marry for like insurance benefits, stuff like that. Some of us are more spiritually based, like A1 said.
A lot of people get married because they're pregnant.
A lot of people get married because they were told that that's what you're supposed to do. Like people do it just after tradition.
So yes, but we want to figure out what's the benefits for a man
Right.
getting married.
Well, when he comes back with his shot, he would have to speak on his behalf.
That's cool, but in the meantime, I'd like to know what you think are the benefits.
What are the benefits for him of being married? Like he has a partner to build with. He has
Build
somebody
what?
that, like, huh? To
Build
just
what?
build,
What if he has everything he wants?
build, period. I mean, if he does have everything he wants, that's good. I'm speaking for my partner. He has a partner. Like whatever goal he has somebody else helping push him to get there or helping him to achieve said goal if necessary.
So the benefit that he has with you, that is, for you being his wife, is that you're his cheerleader, you're his #1 supporter.
I was thinking crutch. But go ahead.
I was well, no, I'm like not just cheerleading and supporting, but like we have a home, yes, you can get a home independently, but like our common goal was purchasing a home for family. So we have the benefit of building like a stable family unit. So that would be a benefit for a male, a stable family unit. You get to be with your kids all day, every day, just like I get to be with your kids all day, every day.
So if you don't have kids, what are the benefits?
Companionship,
I dig that. That was my number one answer.
companionship, and
Best friend.
yeah, like you have a sounding board. Like we definitely don't always agree on shit, but he knows at the end of the day, no matter what advice or opinion he asks of me, I will give it wholeheartedly in his best interest, to my opinion. Like there are things that he wants that I'm like, nah, like I really don't think that's good for you. And we'll sit down and we'll have a conversation about it. And he knows there's no like sneak shit. Like I'm not trying to get over. Like I genuinely want the best for him.
That's good.
Yo, real quick, Lou, I'd like you to keep, I know you're smoking, but I'd like you to keep your mic off mute because I just watched you laugh, giggle, and then light a cigarette. I wish I knew what you was thinking at that time.
Listening to you guys, and if I have my window down while I'm smoking, it's too much.
Okay,
too
I
much.
just wish, I'm just trying to get your attention because you said, you laughed. I was like, I want to hear, I wish I knew what you were thinking.
Okay. I'm
So-
listening to you guys.
All right, cool. Mrs. Sweeney, let me ask you, did he go to St. Croix to party shot?
Oh, what's going on, man?
Good dog.
What's going on? Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good
Good night.
night, my brother.
My boy got a cup.
Cheers.
He was like, I ain't gonna be getting back and forth going.
Precisely.
Smart man. Smart man.
That he is.
All right. So since
Sweetie,
we,
I know you're not much for the camera and everything, so you want to come out there, I get it. But let me talk now. Because you're a military man.
I can talk.
I asked him if you want to be on camera.
I cool with this.
You're a military man. You were married while you was in the military, correct?
Yeah.
So therefore, when you were married, there was obviously benefits to being married, even if you were not with the woman.
Yeah, there
So
was
what is the
financial benefits
of
for
marriage
me.
for a man.
In the military, there was financial benefits for me in the sense of I get to move off base, off post, and they pay you a stipend, because they have to pay for you to live. But outside of that, outside of the military, I kind of look at the question differently. What is the benefits to marriage? And everybody's talking about, companionship and all these other things that I feel like you can have outside of a marriage, just with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you, before I did not believe in marriage at all. Like I felt like it was just a way that the system per se kind of uses a tool to manage your money and kind of look at you in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That
You and I are a lot alike. We are a lot alike.
I told you guys drew him to the show. He's not much of a talker, but just hearing some of y'all, he was like,
These are
this nigga is spitting.
But there's no true benefit to me, like outside of taxes. If you're looking at the question solely as what is the benefit
Yeah.
of marriage to a man, it's nothing. I won't even just say to a man, I say to anybody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Still find companionship and love and friendship and all the other good stuff, loyalty with somebody, and not marry them. You know what I'm saying? That's a covenant that I can have between yourselves and God. You don't need the government to certify it and say like, all right, well now, blank, this is what it is. It is real now.
Mr. Sweeney, I'm going to need you to come back. I'm going to need you to talk on the show a little more often because, again, like I said, you and I, we are a lot alike. Like, I never believed in marriage because all marriages I saw failed.
Yeah, and that's the same
for
for me.
Except for people who were old.
I watch
those old people used to be in marriages where regardless of what happened, we're not allowed to break up.
Even
You know
that to me is dangerous in itself for somebody's mental health. You know what I'm saying?
And but the other side of it too, right? And I said this before with with my brother, Mr. Waistline, right? By the time you marry somebody, you have been treating them like your wife long before. And therefore the institution of marriage becomes about the government and everything else. If you're spiritually into the church, then it becomes about that. But realistically speaking, between one-on-one, not me and God, but me and the person, I should have been you should have known you were my wife. How do you ask a woman to marry you, right? And you don't know if she gonna say yes.
Exactly. For real.
You see what I'm saying?
For real.
Little Russian roulette never hurt nobody.
By the time you ask, you already know this woman gonna say, because you're already treating that woman like your wife, and she treating you like her husband. Now, I used to have locks. I used to have locks and used to deal with Rasta, right? And Rasta don't mix up with no CIA and no government. And that's how I felt. But I got married for I thought that's what she wanted. You know what I mean? But nada. Sorry, brother. Go ahead.
No. It's funny you said that.
He did.
That,
Yeah,
that
I get kinda.
What happened? What is that?
He said he got cornered.
Yeah. Nobody's back you in the corner and make it like that.
I didn't back nobody. No,
Yo,
where?
how much woman does give man ultimatum? Yo, I ain't gonna be with you for 2 years and we don't get married.
I did not give an ultimatum.
Mr. Waistline said it, and I did not know him at this time. All my brothers who are inside here, all of us have went 5 years at least before we got married.
Oh, we dated for a very long time prior to.
You did what for a very long time?
We dated for a very long time.
important.
We also broke up.
And then y'all used to get back together and self-quarantine. Don't worry about it.
No, we didn't self-quarantine. We had independent homes.
I think one of the things is for men when they say benefits, and so for me at least, when you get in a relationship, you should be able to stand on your own 2 feet, and the person that you get with just only enhances you. Now there are some guys that they're not complete, so they need a woman to complete them, or there's certain areas that they lack, so they feel like being with this person's gonna increase that person's capability or mental or growth or whatever not. So, but that's also dangerous, because if you're not complete as a whole, you don't know what you really want.
Mhm.
Yo, everything that every one of us is saying, if you want to know how it's going over, just look at Becky. The reactions, everything's like, oh.
No, I mean we've talked, like we still, even though we knew each other pretty well, we've said that we got married probably younger than we should have. Like we're still learning stuff about ourselves, so it's a bit of a struggle
At what age did you guys
sometimes.
get married?
But
From what I know about y'all, from what you said though, I can say this, that I think it's different for y'all because y'all's whole situation started way young.
Yeah.
And there was a point where there had to be something there need to be something that moves it to the next level.
we've definitely had a lot of different, I would say, transitions in
Yeah.
the relationship. Cause we literally have dated since we were kids.
That's
Okay.
been the difficulty in this relationship, because you're literally growing with somebody. So as you go
Mhm.
through these different phases in life and changes in life, this ain't something that we did, simultaneously. She has definitely had some patience with me, when I was out here just
Facts.
plugging it.
So can we say that one of the benefits of marriage is when you can meet somebody, you can be with somebody who's with you to watch you while you grow?
You definitely need to be prepared for that because we're human.
So let me tell you, all right, I don't want to beat a dead horse. I want to move because this really goes great with the next topic. I saw this somewhere. It said men cheat because in-house sex is harder to get than outside sex. Is that true? Because they say once you get married, we just talked about it, the sex goes down. Lou took herself off mute, so that's good. I will repeat. Men cheat because in-house sex is harder to get than outside sex.
I would only say the reason is harder to get it. There's more work. Like when you have an outside sex, you don't have to put in the work to make that relationship good. You just fucking. So in the house, if you have some other shit going on, like we're not just fucking on a bad day with some dumb shit. You like it's harder
Yes, we
because there's more
are.
invested
We're
in it.
married.
Huh?
If we're married, it's like, you know what? I'm still mad at you, but fuck it, because I love you and the sex is
Yeah,
good.
it's like that sometimes, but sometimes it's like I'm mad at you, don't fucking touch me. Like,
But how long does that last?
I think
I
that's
mean,
more,
it doesn't. It's a like I say, it's a balance, but it's a lot easier to step out because you don't have to sustain anything outside. You get it's like a quick fix, like a drug, like quick fix, done. You don't have to keep that shit going.
That's how you sounded bit. Hey,
yeah.
I
don't
pray.
know.
You gotta keep it going with me. Fuck that shit. You come in on the outside, you better keep that shit going. You got me fucked up.
Mr.
Oh,
Sweetie,
you gonna keep it. Oh, you gonna keep it going.
That fuck sound personal, like fuck.
You gonna keep that shit going. If you gotta come outside, you gonna stay outside. You gonna come back. Ain't no one here that could
So Becky,
Fuck
you
that
don't
shit.
you don't cheat on man?
If I cheat, man, enough time, man. Fuck out of here.
So why do you cheat?
Cause I want to. What's wrong with
So do you think this is correct in saying that men cheat because getting the cat from inside the house is more difficult than getting
I mean, when you're in a whole relationship and all of that extra shit, ain't nobody get time for that. If you, cause I mean, you want to go outside, I gonna go outside too. I mean, I might probably be the one
So
to go
Becky,
outside
you
first.
sound like you
but
just go outside regardless, like fuck.
I
God.
going. That's why I am not pursuing no relationships because I know me. When I'm ready for that to be with you and just you, then I will pursue a relationship. But
So,
I had my days and I play my games. But
so why
like,
do you go outside regardless?
because I just want to. Ain't really because I want to. I just being Becky.
But that also comes back to the conversation. Like, if you're with the right person, you're not going to want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, go ahead, brother.
No, just real quick. This is where Jerome goes, and that's my sibling.
That's my
Continue.
I mean, and the thing is about it too, like when I feel like to that point where I just think of you, but we still in a relationship, but I'm gonna step out. No, I don't even step out. It's like, my nigga, fuck you again. It is what it is. It's been real. And then I go do my thing rather than just keeping you there.
Has a man cheated on you?
Yeah.
Why
I cheat right back.
Why do you think he did it?
Cause I fucking crazy. Cause I crazy.
Oh God.
We can end the show right now. That was the most prophetic thing we've heard ever.
So I'll give my insight. So when I first got with my fiance, even before I got with her, but more so when I got with her, one of the things I told her, I was like, listen, because she was like, in order for us to have sex, we have to be in a committed relationship. I respected that. You know, that wasn't a big deal for me. But I told her, I was like, if I'm not getting sex from you, don't think I'm going to be waiting for you to have sex with you. I'm going to go do me. And then whenever you're ready, we can make that next step. But I'm not going to just sit here and be like some thirsty dude waiting for you to give up the nookie. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody waiting. Fuck that shit. I gonna fuck while you get yourself together. I'll be doing my thing. I'll be fucking. But when you're ready for me to fuck you, let me know.
I mean,
but I'll be fucking.
She wasn't happy about it, but I had to be honest with myself. But you got some people that will wait, you know what I'm saying? And more power to you. I just wasn't doing it. And especially if I'm on the single market and early stages, even, you know, just point of the matter, you got to be honest with yourself.
And can I say some conceited shit?
What's up?
And when you know your dick game is strong,
period.
You ain't about to be sitting here waiting on no motherfucker to tell you when you can fuck. When you can be fucking people's lives up. The fuck out of here, man. Fuck that shit. Yo, Mr. Sweeney, you wanna go again?
I just laughing because Becky is the reason why man in the VI is heartless.
Yeah, Becky fucking up man in
Becky shot fucking fire.
No, I respect it, but I just say.
But you see, the thing about it is with me, right? One thing about it is with me, no nigga that fuck with me could never say, I never keep that fuck real. I don't let you know from the jump. what gonna happen. I ain't gonna dictate this what gonna happen. There's it's either you take it, you run with it, you leave it, or you stay.
But
Cause they don't
Becky,
get,
why-
but they
why-
I don't come with a cash. I don't come with a cash on sign, you know. I don't come with a fucking cash on sign. I don't hide nothing from no man. I don't hide nothing. This is who I am. This is why I be who I is, and this is me. Is either you take me for who the fuck I is, or you leave me the fuck alone.
So
And
Becky,
if
why
you
they- but why they
decide to
cheat on you?
pursue me,
So
what?
why they cheat on you?
They just want a piece. Simple. They just want a piece.
We the fuck about?
They just want a piece.
Who that is?
As a brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
tell myself.
Yeah.
Nah, tell Sheppy come and jump inside the conversation. No, don't come, Becky. Becky, don't cover your face now. I'm about to throw this whole fucking keyboard with that fuck.
Stick around to get a piece.
Yo, but this man, yo, Alex, we doing a show, dog. You going
He
off.
can't. He can't hear you. He can't.
Yeah, but this
I have
man.
it. Hold on.
Becky, answer me. So why the man? Why man cheat on you?
Wait,
Oh,
I just took out my headphones. So I don't know.
This conversation
hear me?
is gonna take a turn I
Yeah.
don't want it to.
we can hear you.
Oh,
But
I don't know
Becky,
why
I'm
you
asking
didn't want to
so
talk.
why man cheat on you?
And me, why? Me, no. It only happened once. So with that one there, with
I
that
asked
one
why did
there,
men cheat on her?
with that one there, I
Hold
don't
on,
fucking know.
Lou, you good now? Window back up.
Yeah, man, I've been chilling. I've been listening.
So listen, so let's talk about it. So the statement was men cheat because in-house sex is harder to get than outside sex. What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Because I was about to go in.
Problem. Who the fuck are they with? That's just me. Who you with? Why is it hard? It shouldn't be hard. You fucking with the wrong one. I don't know.
So
So
let's mix your comments with Mrs. Sweeney's, right? So you're saying that you're always in.
always in.
And Mrs. Sweeney is saying, like, yeah, I'm always in, but there are times when shit ain't right. And I'm mad at you and it's not happening.
That don't mean you have to step out.
Yeah. And my thing is, it's all about timing. You might catch me, like, we dead not gonna get into a big argument or whatever, and then you turn around and be like, let me yourself. No, nigga, come, relax yourself. I'll let you know when I'm ready. Because I know I'm gonna want it anyway.
How long is
They
when?
know what they say. Huh? There's no time limit depending on the situation. It's hard to categorize that type of stuff. However, I do believe in, like, yo, me and you is me and you. And you got to do certain things, I feel, in a relationship sometimes. You know what? I don't really feel like it, but you know what? I could always go for some. But you know what? I'd rather give it to you than for you to go look elsewhere. Because as soon as you get it from elsewhere, me and you not there no more. That's it. I feel like that's stupid. Like I said prior in the prior question, me and you, it's me and you. That's it. It should be nobody else.
Yo, let me tell y'all some real fuck, right? A1, you're on mute there. Let me tell y'all some real fucking thing, right? If I go 4 days without an orgasm, you can tell my attitude different.
Hello. And how long have I been in
Relationship.
quarantine?
And
And how long have I been in quarantine?
Hold on. Becky, you and I need to talk separate. If we in a relationship and we don't fuck for 2 weeks, because no period lasts that long unless something not right. If we don't talk about it and we don't fuck for 2 weeks, I'm telling you, things they gonna go in the right way. I too old for that. My wood gun finished working just now. I 47. You check?
Yeah, borrowed time. You hear that, big man? You try and use
No,
it.
but
like
it's
you
facts like that. No, I don't need to fuck all day every day. But I saying, like, you mean to tell me we in a relationship? I come in and get you telling me nah. For 2 weeks with no
Right.
explanation.
way. Well, yeah, so you know what, you said it without no explanation. I mean, yeah, if there's nothing being said, that's where communication is so big right there, because you don't know what the person could be going through mentally, or you know what I'm saying, just a fucking break on life, you know, on everything itself. So you never know. But I do believe in, like, yo, listen, I'll be damned. Fuck that shit.
So being that you said
I
that,
did a week time.
so I mean, is it important? It's definitely a key factor. But if I gotta cheat, I'm gonna leave the relationship. It's not worth my time. I don't got time to be.
But it's fun sometimes.
No.
You know what's fun sometimes, being single. Go ahead, brother.
But for me, like, I know that I'll communicate it with her, you know, my woman. I'll let her know, like, hey, you know, what's going on? I noticed that there's a change, and especially if there's no big issues or anything, you know, and meaning like there's nothing going on between us. You know, her life is good, our life is good. Like, it's just what is the reason? And then if she can't give me a valid reason, or if there's a situation where I don't see change, regardless of how long I've been with you and how good things are, like, why should I deprive myself of my happiness if I'm making sure that, one, you're happy, you're taken care of mentally, physically, and emotionally, and then I'm not being completed. Not saying that the sex makes me complete, but if you have that ability to be able to take me off the market, and that is something that you're choosing, and especially if there's no issues, that you're choosing not to meet me somewhere on a common ground.
Keeping you off the market.
Yeah, exactly. Then what is the purpose of staying together? Like, I don't need to be in a relationship. I want to be in a relationship. I want to be with you. But if you're not meeting me, and especially communication, like, I'll get more stimulated by having an intellectual conversation with my woman than, you know, just laying there holding her. You know, not saying that that's the case, but, you know, you got to have that communication. So if I'm communicating with her and nothing's coming about it, I'm talking about, like, if we going close to a month and then still nothing unchanged, there's only so much you could beat yourself. I mean, after a while, you know, you kind of get tired after a while. So
I think everybody is human. Once so much time goes by, you start to wonder, like, all right, well, somebody knocking that shit. If me ain't doing it, somebody.
No, Mr. Speedy, I gotta tell you, bro, women have their willpower game is different than ours.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you ain't knocking it, don't mean somebody knocking it. They'll wait, but they'll wait 2 years. But when they let somebody knock it, you're done.
Done.
When somebody knock it,
We don't play the withhold game in this house. Okay, that's just stupid. I don't subscribe to those antics.
And I ain't talking for us per se. I just
talking about y'all too.
Yeah.
I have 3 favorite couples, right? I have Shalene and Jerome, A1 and Miranda, and today it's officially Mr. and Mrs. Sweeney.
Hey.
But what I'm telling you, dog, is if she'll wait 3 years for it, but when she let somebody knock it, done.
Oh boy.
Becky, what we just say? We just go on with a heap of fuck.
We don't go on with a lot.
When they go on with a heap of fuck, they're going on with a lot. You're done.
Period.
And by the way, sir, I'm not from VIA. I'm just saying real shit.
No, that's what it is.
Right.
That's
the way it is.
That's the way it is.
A woman will love you. They'll love you. They'll take you back when you cheat. They'll love you when you playing like anything. Like, they love you when you playing dominoes. They love you when your baby mother is a problem. I'm talking about for me. They love you when your partner come over and you playing fucking video games. Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas. That was one of them for me. But when she done with your mother's cunt,
I'm done.
you can stop playing video games. You can stop playing domino. It's too late already.
Too late.
You were supposed to do it when she was waiting, not when she was done.
Yeah.
Because when a woman's fed up.
But if you a real nigga, you was already fed up before. Go fuck yourself. Bye-bye.
Exactly. My father told me a long time ago, you know, woman, yours, that pussy is still hers. Borrowing it.
That's very true.
They have a lot of pussy and dick in the world, right?
Yeah.
So, brother, can we transition real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
So, sorry, my desk thing has a habit of dropping. So, part of that question was, and this was also a conversation somewhere else. Have y'all ever noticed? I got bougie, right? I got my laptop's touchscreen, but my monitor is not, and the shit popped up, and I tried to touch my screen. It didn't work. Mr. Sweeney, I got full up my cup just now, right? But this was a statement in another conversation. You ever notice that the relationship is only at stake when the woman is unhappy?
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead, Doc. I got poor while you.
That's not true.
That's not true because that's
I
one of the
disagree.
reasons why men cheat. And once they cheat, their relationship is at stake. So
Can I ask a question real quick?
We talk about cheating.
It's not always about cheating.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what women don't realize.
Can I ask everybody in here real quick?
All right. Let's go with the Sweeneys because
Hold on, just real quick. How
Yeah.
often is it the man that breaks up with the woman? Y'all, please go. I'm gonna pour my.
well, I have my qualms about this too because I think men are fucking cowards and they will drag some shit out just to say they're not the bad guy.
see, I don't.
Women, that's what women do.
Nah, but maybe we shouldn't generalize then. How about that? Maybe we shouldn't generalize.
No, I'm cool with generalizing. I think women stick
I'm
around.
not. There's some cowards out there. Period.
Right, and I think women will stick around to
It's
make sure
true.
the women will stick around and do everything so that you can break up with her, so they can call you the bad guy.
Nah, see, that was not the circumstances that we were dealt in this relationship. So that
Right.
it didn't work like that here. Unless I'm a whole dude, that's not how it went down. Okay.
I think you.
You.
I think that women make the mistake, like women spend time trying to catch their man cheating instead of wondering why he's cheating. Like
No.
you spend so much time trying to figure out, trying to catch him cheating when you should be worried about keeping him happy.
No.
Fuck
how
out of
old
here,
are
because
you
we
people?
know we
Oh,
don't
I
have
keep
to. We
forgetting
don't.
how traditional you are.
You know what? Yeah, that's not even traditional, honey.
We're just gonna call it traditional. Okay.
What do y'all
That's not
mean?
even fucking
Can
traditional.
y'all explain to me what y'all mean by
Yeah,
that?
I want
that's
to
what I'm
know.
trying to
I want to know which woman taking the time to dig to see if you cheating. We know when the fuck you cheating. We ain't got to dig for. And if you have to dig, then something wrong with you too for digging. If you have to dig, if you don't know at the top that he.
No, Becky.
Young, okay. I was young.
No, Becky Animal. Becky Animal, let's argue.
All right, let's focus. What was the question?
Most women can work for the FBI without any degree.
Of course.
Y'all motherfuckers will
That's the fact.
dig. Yo, a woman will go into your Facebook and here's the steps. Let me do this. First of all, they're gonna look at who's emojis, who's liking, who's hearting your shit.
Who
Who's
cares about
commenting?
social media? Who cares about that though?
Hold on, no,
Not even just social media.
Absolutely, the shit goes on. Don't play
That's
with
crazy.
me.
I ain't looking at that. First of all, no.
Disrespect my fault. Voila. Yo, women
Becky,
go in first. They look
you're
at
not
who's
world class
commenting.
all on your own.
First, women go in and they look
A
at
friend
who's
of-
reacting. Then they look at who's commenting.
It's crazy.
And
bitches doing this shit.
whatever your decision is from there is where things go bad. That's when they start looking at the person's page.
Who does these things?
It's happened to me a few times.
It's happened to a friend of mine.
Listen, if my best friend called me,
I've had it done before too. I've had it done to me. I've had a nigga do that shit to me. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
but
I've
that's
had-
because
Nah, there's some
the dick is
niggas out
good.
there like that. There's some niggas out there like that too. I agree with Becky.
Yeah, that's
There's
because
some
Yeah,
niggas out there
I've
like
had it
that.
done.
Yeah.
when the dick and the pussy's good, people start acting out of their character.
I got a friend of mine, right? I got a friend of mine when you said that these women like they working for the FBI without anybody knowing. I got a friend of mine, he on GPS and he didn't even know it. Like she got that motherfucker like it's crazy. Like these phones and all that shit.
If you gotta go through all of that,
Yo,
why?
let me tell you, right? A motherfucker will get a
Why?
brand new
Fuck outta
phone and
here.
his girl will be like, "That's cool. Let me see it."
Mhm.
Fuck no.
So I mean,
Don't touch my phone.
All she needed is
Look at
my
Mrs.
man.
Sweeney's face. You saw that? Miss Sweeney went.
No, I was rereading the question. You know,
Your
I'm
mouth too
a
subdued.
teacher, and the room is starting to stray. I'm like, what were we focused on? Let me reread this question.
Nah,
Yeah, that's crazy because I didn't like that when that did happen to
Boogie, you
me.
got this, right?
I
Yeah.
did not like
I
that.
use the restroom.
Yep. What do you like, Becky?
I don't like that stalking stuff. Like you stalking me, oh this person like your picture, oh this person comment to your picture. I've been there. Like I had niggas do that shit to me. That shit ain't cute. That's a turn off.
Yeah.
And that's
I
the
think it's
quickest way
worse.
for you to go out the door. Like
I agree.
I agree with Becky too. It's worse when a guy does it to a woman, because
I am
you know,
not going on the
not
man page
not taking
and stalking no
anything.
female. She could post 100 comments per day. I ain't nobody going through. If I have to go through that and feel insecure about you, I don't need to be talking to you or to be with you in the first place. If I have to go through all of that just to make sure you ain't do, oh, she like your picture. That is what social media is for. Social media is for her to like, love, and comment. That's what social media is for. And if you, as his woman, have a problem with it, you and he don't need to be on social. Don't even need to be talking. Period. Because why have to go through all of this? That's
I agree.
better.
I agree with Becky. Like, and I'm not taking anything away from women, but I think it's more dangerous. I think it's more dangerous when a man acts that way, because he can harm the woman.
Yeah, I see what
That's
you
not cute.
It's like borderline stalking.
Yeah.
That's a bitch nigga. That's a bitch nigga.
That is a bitch nigga. That is a bitch nigga.
That's a bitch nigga. And that's the shit I don't like. That's a bitch nigga.
So for me, I feel like if I ever notice that the relationship is at stake when a woman's unhappy, I mean, not saying that I don't care, but if we just not compatible, we just not compatible. And I'm at an age where I'm more mature to be like, you know what? I'd rather be what's that word called? Still be friends, or just be just coexist versus
Amicable split.
huh?
Platonic friends.
Yeah, that. And I've told my fiance that, you know, I mean, there's been times where, you know, like you said, you know, every relationship has their ups and downs, but I'm not one of those people that I'm going to be like, oh no, I don't want to lose you. No, if my happiness, my sanity is more important to me than being in a relationship. And I think people
Hold
on. Because I walked away and I listened, right?
Yeah.
And Dada said it. He said, yo, dudes who do it are bitch niggas, right?
Yeah.
But women will stalk a man. They'll do all that shit and will feel they are completely right until a man does it to them. And all of a sudden, he's the worst.
She's a crazy bitch too. When the female do it, she's a crazy bitch.
No, if a woman goes and checks your Instagram and who's liking and all that, it's one thing. But as soon as a man turns around and do the same thing,
it's double standards. Yeah, it's double standards.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not no bitch nigga shit. That is a jealous person shit.
Like, if you ask me how many times I've been on my girl's page, regardless of whatever platform she's on, I can tell you probably, like, since us being together for almost 8 years, probably 3 times.
I ain't even friends with none of my niggas on social media. Fuck that.
Since my marriages broke up, I've been friends with people and moved on. Like, I don't even do that Instagram social media shit. Like, you need space. And so do I. If you want to flirt online, by all means, that's up to you. Because you can flirt in person, online, over the phone, text message. I'm not getting caught up in your Facebook and your Instagram.
And I mean, some people, they try to make their significant other jealous through social media.
And if I don't have your social media, you can't do that.
No, I get you. I get you.
You know what I'm saying? If I don't have it, you can't do that. However, you remember I posted this the other day, right? If you a bitch nigga, don't deal with a woman that's attractive or who gets attention. How do you deal with a woman who's beautiful, great personality, whatever, and then you get mad? Like the same reason you like her, other people do. You got to learn
Yeah, yeah.
the woman to know that she's beautiful, and men are going to do that, and she loves you.
Right. That's what he's supposed to. When other niggas watching, he's supposed to grab up her ass and pull like, hey, baby, the fuck you saying? Don't
Now, if you let
Don't
another
play with
nigga
it.
do some shit like that, we're on YouTube still, right? Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
I just saying I don't like it.
No, but you're absolutely right. I mean, like if you're not secure, I mean, I got a homeboy of mine's like, you know, it's funny because me and him always makes jokes. We were never single at the same time. I don't know why, but it was just how it always ended up because we was
That's
just
God.
like, yeah.
Because Lord knows what would have happened. Y'all would have fucked some shit up.
So he got into a relationship, and you know, his wife, you know, she's a great person, but she met him the type of person that he was. It wasn't that he was flirtatious. He was just a bubbly person, and a lot of women gravitated to him. And then once they started getting more and more committed, it was like the restrictions started coming, you know, things started coming out where it's like, all right, if you do this, then I can't be with you. But you met him like that, you know what I'm saying?
Like that,
So it's
yeah.
like almost like now you're trying to change him. Not saying that he was doing anything crazy, but it's like even just having a woman friend, that was an issue.
Females always coming with
But
a
that's
fuck
like a
shit.
dude
That's
who
why I
dates
don't
a
like them
stripper and gets
bitches.
mad at her. You can't date a stripper and get mad at her occupation. You know what I mean?
Females,
People once people get invested, they're afraid to lose what they have. So if that's what attracted you to them in the first place, they're concerned that it will happen in other places. So I get why it happens, but
So I want to actually get back to the real topic, and I want to really have y'all ever noticed the relationship is only at stake when the woman is unhappy? Mr. Sweeney.
Mr. Sweeney, you better don't fuck around. Answer that question on the
Sweeney, I
regular.
get your back. Becky, yeah.
Oh
I
God.
got your back when it comes to Becky.
Look.
When it comes to Mrs. Sweeney, you're on your own.
he is his own
That is your wife.
person.
This is Sweetie. He's got to answer the question.
Yeah, no, I keep trying to tell you. He and I are very different people. That's why a lot of times I try to just keep my mouth shut and just point it to him.
Well, she won't tell y'all. She's literally with her right hand, she's pointing a gun at him. You better not say no.
Kristen, go ahead. Look, I don't even know.
All right, brother, go ahead. Answer the question.
What's the question? Ask it one more time, Taj.
Yes, sir. Have you ever noticed in a relationship? Have you ever noticed that the relationship is only at stake when the woman is unhappy? Is that true or false?
I was.
Look.
I'll say, for me personally, I think it's false because it's just not necessarily for me because I understand what I'm saying. I understand, like, personally in my relationship, shit ain't bad until she says shit is bad. Which that, you know,
the relationship is at stake when
that ain't saying, but generalizing to say like it's just women because I have friends who are dudes to where like they in relationships with females and they really I don't know.
Say
People
it.
emotional to me sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to downplay anybody emotions, but sometimes I feel like some people are a little overly emotional.
Bitch niggas. It's okay, you can say it.
No, like, cause I am the more emotional, and he like
More rational.
he's a more Crucian. Like he don't have feelings. Like they don't exist. They're not allowed to have them.
You like the shock skeef, like for
So you know that's where he's going with that.
I have
like,
feelings, but to me, like some feelings, feelings come and go. They're finicky. You're not supposed to act on every friggin' feeling that you have.
Agree.
Period.
So you know, you sit back, you analyze things, figure out what you're feeling is truly what's happening, and then you react. But
So do you
You
feel
go
like it's
from there.
because, and not saying all, but most men are more rational than they go based off of emotions?
I would think so, yeah. The most men, or our idea of the manly man is the man who will sit back and kind of just
Chill.
think about it more than they react about it. You know what I'm saying? Like that they're not going to just, oh, well, I feel like you do this here, so like we got to sit down and talk about this. Like I've only met a few men who always want to sit down and like have a conversation about a situation
Feelings.
with their female. That to me, that's something that in my eyes is generalized by like a female coming out like, hey, when you did this, it made me feel this way, and you know what I'm saying?
What you're talking about right now looks just like this.
I didn't talk to her.
But
though.
you see, like you have to define what you mean about a relationship being at stake, because like
That means on a verge.
That means the relationship is going
but
to.
but
either
see,
last
like if we're generalizing, men will do things that have already ended the relationship before somebody has to say it's over. Like if you're in a position where like one person cheating or one person stepping out, like the relationship is already dead, whether you ended it or not, is dead.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're basing that on cheating, but it's not always cheating.
No.
What if the person?
Sometimes it could just be he's distant, but we
It
can be
depends.
distant.
Are you trying to say that women have like, I guess, like a harder criteria?
Yes, absolutely. I'm saying that. Not nobody else is. I am going to the question. I'm saying it. That when a woman is sitting here contemplating the relationship, that's the problem.
Yes, they normally they have all kind of memes that say all a man needs is like food, sex, and sleep, and he's good, and a woman needs, and then there's a
That's
laundry list
bullshit.
of
I'm not a
shit.
Neanderthal. I joke around, but I'm not a Neanderthal.
Right.
But
to a certain extent, right? I agree.
But I can ask every man in here, how many women have you broke up with? And how many times have a woman broke up with you?
This is an equal opportunity employment situation.
Y'all not the only man and woman inside here. Becky,
Oh my
you have broke up
gosh.
with one man than broke up with you, correct?
My lord, if it's certain thing, if it ain't horrible, you just let salt and flame just kind of die out on your own.
Yeah, like we just got we go still.
Yeah, see me.
No man never break up with me.
Yeah, I mean, looking back at it, all my relationships, I broke up with her.
Yo, my
Ah,
mother
fuck
just
yeah.
jumped in at 10:40 in the morning. It's gonna be interesting. Hello, good night, mommy.
Good night, MT.
Hold on, wait.
She just
It's
connected the audio.
it's 11 down here.
Good night, mommy. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
We're having a good time. We're having an interesting
Good night,
conversation.
Auntie.
I'd like to put you on to what we're saying.
Hi, A1. How are
Sorry,
you?
A1 saying good night. Let me hold my
Okay. How are you, A1?
I can't complain. I'm alive, so I
That's
can't.
good. That's good. That's good.
So, mommy,
Uh-huh.
the conversation we're having right now, the topic was, have you ever noticed the relationship is only at stake, meaning about to end when the woman is unhappy? Do you agree with that or disagree?
I agree.
Thank you. Tu
You
madre.
know I'm going to agree with that. Yeah?
Well, yeah, but that's my experience. Like the marriage, a woman, the reason is because a woman will give her all. She will try, bop, 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 bop.
And then
when she's done,
yeah, when she says she's done, she's done.
But didn't I say before in the last segment, this transitions to this topic? But man does hate woman for it. Like, partner, you can't get on bad, and then when the woman decides she gone,
she done.
I'll be like, why are you leaving?
She gone forever.
Right.
Why are you leaving? Or can you come back?
Your daughter, what song is that?
No, that I think was that Tanya Stevens?
Nah, it's
Who's that?
Yo, you saw that Mr. and Mrs. Sweeney turned the camera off to have a conversation.
Nah.
Mr. Sweeney, I got your back tonight. I'm paying.
You're not gonna keep calling me out on YouTube.
Ah, she pulled the gun on. Yo, we turn YouTube off.
Second of all, I just had to
Turn
readjust
YouTube
the
off.
camera.
Yeah.
Turn YouTube off.
Yo, hold on. Before we turn YouTube off a little early, can we do what we do, Mr. Waistline? I know Lou, you good? You good? You driving?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
All right, let's do it. Go ahead, brother.
All right, so just want to say everybody, 69 episodes, and this is definitely a fun topic. We grow, we learn, we laugh. Most important thing through these tough times is that we can be a shoulder to lean on, be able to uplift everyone during these uncertainty days. Just want to say thank you for the support. Continue to allow us to grow and be safe out there. Blessings.
Homegirl Lou, Mrs. No Filter, your turn.
So, yes, episode 69. This episode should have been so much, it could have went so many other directions, but I think it was good the way we came up with it this week. Yeah, so I say in lieu of, episode 69, everyone should have sex tonight if you can. And you know what? And if you're with someone and you feel like you want to fucking cheat on your person, you protect yourself, okay? And if you like, you use condom. I don't fucking know. Like, appreciate everyone, and yeah, be lit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Have lots of sex tonight.
I want to say real quick before we get off YouTube that everybody in my crew, like they always big everybody up. I want to big them up. I want to big up, homegirl Lou. I want to big up Mr. Waistline and Geronimo. Geronimo was not his fault. He couldn't make it tonight. Shout out to my this shit don't work without us. Now, as far as everybody goes, I appreciate the fuck out of y'all. My job is to push you, and I enjoy it. I like the fact. Mr. Sweeney look like this, and Mrs. Sweeney look like he got engaged tonight. So that's what I like. But we're gonna get off of this. I also love the fact that my mother and my aunties join in. Medushi's actually in tonight, so that's cool. Dada, I love you.
Love you too, my bro.
But, listen, anybody can piss on the floor. If you want to impress us, you gotta shit on the
ceiling.
Now let's talk that shit early tonight.
Talk a lot.
Hey, bro, can you? Oh,
What you got, brother? Talk to me.
I'm gonna go